#1. Bang, selling bad trap. I rep BGE forever. Do the dance, nigga, foot to the pedal. I rep BGE forever. Do the dance, nigga, foot to the pedal.
I have my doubts, and I do think that making, almost $100,000 a year for Boosie from interviews was probably pretty significant. Not saying that there's not a bunch of other ways that you can make $100K, but how many features is he really doing? I'm not really seeing it all the time. How much is he actually touring? I don't know. I'm sure he does do a bit of it, but still, to make $100K from doing club dates or for doing features, that's quite a good amount of work.
Well, I guess because people are saying he fumbled the bag and so forth, which I don't agree with. He's been putting out videos saying, hey man, I make $100K every weekend doing shows. And I don't doubt it, because at no point do I feel like Boosie is dependent on Vlad TV to pay his bills.
For the record, I really doubt that he's doing that every weekend.
Yeah, I don't know.
Where?
Well, he's pretty big in the South, man. And there's a lot of
But every weekend?
Well, think about it. He's a big entity in the South.
Yeah.
I'm not here to discredit Boosie on any level, right? I have a lot of respect for Boosie, and
Yeah, Adam, stop hating, man. Boosie big in the South, nigga. You know how many little ass towns and clubs and shit he can go to, nigga? Hole in the wall ass shit around here, boy. Then you gotta think the South big, man. You know how many places in Memphis he can go? Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas, fucking Oklahoma, North Carolina, South Carolina. Goddamn. Man, a lot of places, man. A lot of money, man. It's niggas in Texas that don't even come out of Texas. They just tour around Texas, bro. Texas big as fuck. A lot of money, man. A lot of money, man.
Think about how many states that you and I have never gone to.
Right.
With cities that you and I will never drive.
He's been building up his network for 20
that's what I'm
years.
saying. He's had this network of clubs. And look, you don't need to do an arena. There's plenty of venues that hold 500 people, maybe 1,000 people in Missouri and Alabama and Mississippi. Yeah,
I forgot about Atlanta. Elite in Atlanta. Yeah, man, Boo, Georgia, Boo down all through there, man. Boo in there.
I will never, ever even know about that. Probably has been booking Boosie consistently year after year and pulling a crowd, and he does his thing, and it's because it's largely ignored by people like Chris Brown when they go on tour, or artists like that. They're like a J. Cole will probably never do a show there. But we got the ashtray coming.
Oh, ashtray,
yeah.
Vlad trying to smoke that gas.
Tackle pet messes with Nature's Miracle.
Vlad trying to smoke that gas. That nigga with that ashtray, boy, trying to roll that. I smoked that Vlad bud.
Thank you.
I hope he's smoking better than Bro Rilla said the Diamond Boys weed is. So that shit was trash.
Yeah, so I think he's good, man. I think Boosie's good, and
what you need to add, Trey?
Look, we reached a point where it didn't make sense. From his point of view, he's saying, well, I've been doing 25 4 times a year, and I'm giving Vlad a deal to do 35 once. That's not a deal, because if it breaks even, it's a waste of my time.
Right. And I think that there's something where people expect to get raises over time, because that's how it works if you work at the mall. That as time goes by, they increase your pay, and that's just the inevitable way that people expect it to go. And I feel like in our space, that typically should work kind of in the opposite way, because once you've done 10 interviews, and shout out to the Vlad TV Moonrock Blunts, but once you've done 10 interviews, typically you're worth less to me as time goes by. You're worth at least a little bit less, because you've got a little bit less to talk about.
Bang, selling bad trap. I rep BGE forever. Do the dance, nigga, foot to the pedal. BGE forever. Do the that nigga foot to the pedals.